Well, a very good morning, and it's time for us now to drift into the topical discussion. We'll still be looking at politics. There are quite a number of interesting things that are happening. What is catching my eye, for starters, one is the tribunal. I know there are quite a number of MPs who made it, but they're still hanging by the thread. Mm-hmm. Whether I like it or not, they're going to be ejected. But the transparency of the process is also something that is being questioned. Besides, we'll also be looking at the internal processes of the National Unity Platform. Has the party come of age to the extent? I find it quite escapist to argue that we could not conduct grassroots elections because we are affected by the party constitution. Yet, in actual sense, as we speak, we're talking about a party that is rooted from the grassroots. Mm-hmm. So, you don't need an office. You don't need an office. You need just a few people, sit down, work out a formula, and then arrive at a leader. But there is a lot of centralization of power.
Absolutely.
So, I get a sense that quite a number of contenders or quite a number of candidates have already been decided, and this is more of a charade of sorts to hoodwink us. But it's also very important to look at FDC and how they are really trying to arrive at a presidential candidate. The once formidable Forum for Democratic Change now looks more of a club of disenchanted fellows.
It birthed three others. I can imagine anyone that has perhaps given birth would understand.
Is it a family planning problem?
Because they're looking at a lot. Alliance for National Transformation, PFF, you have the FDC, you have everyone come from the FDC.
You can easily tell that the cracks really left them hanging. But we'll be analyzing quite a lot. Imam Id Kasozi is in the room. We'll also be having, along the way, Honorable Richard Sebamala, Member of Parliament for Bukoto Central. Yes, to share their perspective on national affairs. That and much more shortly. Welcome back. It's the topical discussion as we take a deep dive into the internal processes leading to the selection or election of candidates for both local government and parliamentary seats. It's heating up in all camps as we speak. At the National Unity Platform, the vetting process is underway, while at the NRM, the tribunal is now handling quite a number of cases. As we speak, it's close to 400 cases, petitions that have already been filed of disgruntled members of the party who claim there were gross irregularities in the process or in the party primaries where flag bearers for parliamentary seats were elected. Beneath all this, what should the country be focusing on? Imam Id Kasozi is my guest this morning, and we also expect Honorable Richard Sebamala to join us shortly. A very good morning, Imam.
Good morning, Mr. Angela, and good morning, everybody that is tuned in.
Well, between the lines, what do you see in how the parties are building up to the 2026 polls?
Yeah, you know, we are in what we are calling a developing democracy. And we have tagged democracy only to mean electioneering. And that is the sad story of the whole situation and scenario, which I think we need to interrogate. And two, the biggest challenge of all the processes that you are seeing, it is because of politics of positions. People are just looking for positions. They are not looking to securing the nation. They are not looking to developing this country. They are only interested, let me be in that place, get whatever I can get in the time that I can be there. That's why you see in most cases it appears to be like life and death. In whatever form you look at it. You know, NRM has it a unique way. I don't know anywhere in the world where primaries are conducted through universal suffrage.
And queuing.
Whatever you want to say, universal suffrage. That even when it has been through queuing, universal suffrage, it has not been foolproof. That's why today you talk about that 13 registrars are already arrested and even taken to court. Over 350 people have been arrested. And that was in the first instance. Now, plus the recent ones, I don't know how many there would be. That's why you are talking about of over 400 petitions. People are not contented. That's why you are, the social media has manipulated everybody because they create stories. Sometimes you may think they are right. But they build them on a scenario that seemingly has existed. And because of our inability to investigate and interrogate and critically look at issues, we find ourselves in this quagmire.
So let's be specific, starting with the NRM. What does the country need to interrogate?
Is it viable, for example, that we should do a national election when we are just nominating or trying to establish who are going to hold the flags for us? Is it viable? Maybe they are able to do it just because they are using other resources.
Do you want to argue that party primaries are a sham or a scam of some sort?
What I have seen is, I don't have any slight doubt about it, especially where competitors are many. It is easy where a party has few people, scattered people here and there, and in most cases, the primaries may not be really necessary because there is one individual who has come up. But where you have competing individuals and all of them struggling to ensure that it is me or no any other. You know, I'm in North Dakota, and in North Dakota we had a slogan: we either win or they lose. They either lose or I win. This is what I'm saying in all these issues.
There is a North Court mentality.
Exactly. That's why people cannot feel contented. You see, a contented person, even if they have probably, they could have done some little cheating. But for the sake of your organization, you say, let it go. But immediately, people lose, they will tell you, I have lost it in a manner that I cannot describe. The reason is because they invest in what they are not supposed to invest in. Whether it is through selection, whether it is through vetting, whether it's through universal suffrage. What do we need to uphold, first of all? Do we have an ideology we are looking to? Most of these political institutions around this country, they have confused the sloganeering with the ideology. They pick on a slogan, and then they assume that slogan is an ideology. And
where is the distinction?
The distinction is a slogan is to rally people to stimulate them. An ideology is a special idea on which you are focused and you see moving towards it is through national building. Tell me,